My name's Connor. I went to college first, like straight from school. So I dropped out of school. I didn't drop out of school. I did well. No, I didn't do well. I did all right. And I did my 3 years doing electrical installation, which went well. But unfortunately, I couldn't get onto an apprenticeship or find anyone that'd take me on, which was a bit of a bummer after I've just done 3 years. And then I went to an apprenticeship fair at the new stadium in Leeds, and there was CEG down here for Kirkstall Forge. I'm local, I just live up the road. So I went down, signed up, and about 6 months later they got in contact saying would I be interested in doing a short course. And at the time I'd just got a part-time job, and I wasn't interested in obviously doing another course because I've just done 3 years at college. Who wants to? I want to be earning money kind of thing. So I was like, what's to lose kind of thing. So I went down, spoke to my tutor, and I was like, is this going to be for me? I had a short induction, and he said, what do you want to get out of it? And I said, well, if anything, contacts. I've got the educational background, I just don't have the practical side of it. And he said, well, that's what we've got. So I signed on to the course, so about 10 weeks, and I basically just said, right, I'll stick this out and see how it goes. Not to lose, really. I stuck up my part-time job, and then did the course, and the course consists of about 10 weeks, and in which you do about 7-8 weeks trying to get your CS card, which obviously I already had from college previously, but I had to redo it just for course reasons. That went sound, and about 8 weeks into the course we get offered placements. So different companies that are in touch with CEG and Skills for Life. So there's like a range of them. There's not just from one trade. Obviously I wanted electrical. My tutor knew a guy called Joe who works for Smart Buildings, Engie, who we just talked to, and he was like, we'll take him on and see what he's like, and went from there basically.
Great. So what's your experience been then of the course?
The course, well obviously as it's only level 1 qualification, I was obviously quite familiar with it and the building side of it and all that, and just health and safety. It was mostly health and safety, which I was fine with doing. It was a bit of a bummer at the time. I'd done 3 years of it. I want to get working kind of thing, but no, it was good it was more of a refresh to set myself up for this placement kind of work.
So you started a placement now.
Yeah.
So talk to me a bit about that. What are you doing here?
Well, the first week was quite slow, just getting used to everyone, obviously it's new background, new people, new faces, and then getting introduced to the actual work side of it and what I'd be doing, what I'd entail. Obviously I'd be going from this placement to an apprenticeship, which I'd be then getting my NVQ to then go my into and get qualified as an electrician. But this placement isn't primarily electrical installation, house bashing or all like that. It's more like BMS systems. So obviously it was a new background as well, so not only was I excited to start something new, meeting new people and getting involved with something else. I didn't really expect myself to end up here, if I'm honest. So yeah, it's quite...
Where did you expect yourself to end up?
Just with like a small electrician, if I'm honest, a local electrician. I said I didn't really want to go into too big of a company straight away. I wanted to know my boss kind of thing, which I do. I know Joe, so which is quite good. So yeah, I've kind of ended up somewhere in the middle. Yeah. So that's good.
And what do you think like the future then holds for you now? What plans have you got for the future?
My plans obviously to get qualified, do this apprenticeship, about 2 years I think it is. Do that, and then just see where it takes me really. I'd like to stay on if I enjoy it, obviously. If not, I'll be qualified and I'll probably just set up shop there and go from there.